MLB Bets and Analysis Tuesday, April 22nd. I have a big underdog MLB winner for you guys today. Before we start off with today's analysis, last week 2-7 and I got punched in the face. Lost $25,000, always transparent, never gonna hide my results. And there's no excuses. We gotta do better, gonna take it to the chin and bounce back. 2 weeks ago we made $20,000, last week we lost $25,000. The momentum did not continue, and this week it's all about maintaining the right mental attitude and bouncing back. You've been through this, I've been through this, especially if you've been in this industry, and it's going to happen again. How do you bounce back? How do you recoup the losses and maintain that mental attitude to continue profiting and winning long term? It all starts with your mindset, how you're waking up, how you're thinking, and most importantly, one big thing that I'll leave you guys before starting today's analysis and announcing the giveaway winner for last week is don't let fear paralyze you. When you go on a bad run, a lot of the times we fear up, we get tight, and that does not help when you're selecting picks. You want to be loose, you want to play free, and you want to be in the abundance mindset, not in the scarcity mindset, because if not, you are going to continue losing. Now, let's get to today's winner. Let's get to the money, and let's bounce back big time, guys. I got a big winner for you guys. If you guys are winning, learning, growing, share the show with a couple buddies that do the same thing so they can win with us today. Now, last week, let's pick Fridays, I believe it was, giveaway winner. As you guys know, each day, each video, I'm doing a giveaway, $100. You have to like the video, you got to leave a comment, and the next day when I do a video, I'm going to come on and go to the video and pick a winner. And today, I've already chosen the winner. It's going to be Prince. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, buddy, but you are the winner because I made you look bad. Made me look like a fool last night in front of the fellas. Fred was telling him how I had the plug and everything and went 0-2. Happens, brother. I do apologize for that. But DM me on Fred Wins my Instagram and I will give you $100 today. And remember, guys, just leave a comment, shoot a like, and tomorrow you have a chance to win $100. Now, let's get to MLB, guys. OPS for the last 7 days. You got the Reds, Orioles, Mariners, Cubs, and Mets sitting at the top. At the bottom, Angels, Royals, Nationals, White Sox, and the Tampa Bay Rays. As you guys can see right there as well, sitting 24th, the almighty Los Angeles Dodgers. They're sitting at the bottom of OPS. Every team gets hot and every team gets cold. It doesn't matter if you're the Dodgers or the Yankees. You're going to see the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Astros, the Padres, the best teams be at the bottom of OPS at some time this season. It's just the name of the game. Teams get cold. Shit happens sometimes, just like last week I went 2-7. Did not expect to go 2-7, but it happened, right? So it's just part of the game, and they got to bounce back and start climbing on the ladder of the OPS. So altogether, guys, I like one big game for today. And it's Seattle Mariners versus the Boston Red Sox. You got Bello coming back. First game of his season in Boston. Mariners coming from winning key games. Boston likewise beating the White Sox in that series. Now, right now we have the information for Bello versus Seattle. And as you guys can see right here, you got Garver, has had pretty good at-bats against him. Moore, which has been hot, has had pretty good at-bats on him. And also Rosarena, 2 RBIs and 13 at-bats. Now, one key thing here is Bello's coming back in his first game, and he's been injured. He's not going to be the same pitcher that has momentum the entire season. This is the first game, and he's going to be a little nervous, and he's known for losing control sometimes when he's a little bit nervous. He's a younger pitcher, a stud, do not get me wrong, but one that loses control and can affect this game big time. Now, let's get to the line opening and the money percentages for this game. This line, guys, it opened up in favor of the Boston Red Sox, as you guys can see right here, at -130. Money and support is going to the Boston Red Sox right now. 70% of the bets, 60% of the handle going to the money line. The Mariners are attracting 30% of the bets and 40% of the handle for this game. Now, when you look at the head-to-head, 5-5 even, Seattle does have a huge advantage in today's game, and it's the fact that their last game was on Sunday. Whereas Boston's last game was yesterday versus the Chicago White Sox. Now, we do know who the pitcher is for today. MLB just hasn't updated it, and it's Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller, he's had a pretty good season altogether. He's definitely picked it up over his last 2 starts, allowing 1 earned run in 10 innings pitched, 1 against Texas, the other against Seattle. Texas has been pretty hot this season. Cincinnati, likewise, right? Prior to that, he did get hit pretty hard against the Giants, 4 earned runs. Altogether, he's making progress. He's not regressing. He's doing really well, and his strikeout numbers have increased since the start of the season. First game, 4 strikeouts, then 4 strikeouts, then 5 strikeouts, then 8 strikeouts. And along with that, too, one key stat that I like to look at for pitchers to see how they're doing, if they're getting better or if they're regressing, is bases walked, right? How many bases are they allowing to get walked? And as you guys can see right here, he's pretty steady at the 2-3 last game too, which is good. Altogether, though, you see right here, Boston Red Sox has had his number. He's lost twice against him, one of them last year. Now let's look into this game to see who hit him. he allowed 4 earned runs. And when you look at it right here, one of them was versus Tyler O'Neill, where he is no longer in the Boston Red Sox. And the other one was Valdez, 3 RBIs. 4 of the RBIs that he allowed were versus players that do not play in this team anymore. Now, do not get me wrong. Devers had hits on him. Story had hits on him. Yoshida had hits on him, but he's not playing today. McGuire had hits on him. He's not playing. He had an RBI as well. So the people that had the RBIs do not play for Boston Red Sox anymore. Now, let's look a little bit further. August 1st, 2023, he got hit pretty hard too. Who had hits on him? You got Verdugo, no longer plays for the Boston Red Sox. Arroyo and McGuire again, guys. So we got to look into it a little bit deeper. Yes, Bryce Miller has lost against Red Sox twice, but 2 or 3 players that got hits against him are not in the team anymore. Boston Red Sox got Bello. First game of the season, he's dominated the Mariners so far this season. Now, one thing that does stand out for me is the fact that Seattle Mariners OPS is at the top. They're batting really, really well. And along with that, too, their bullpen is better rested for today for this game. They have their best arms ready to go and close this game out. Pitching matchup for me, it's rather even altogether. If anything, I give Bryce Miller the edge in the situation. Again, the players that have hit him no longer playing Boston Red Sox, and this is Bello's first game of the season facing a Mariners team that's sitting at the top of OPS. Now, let's look at what Vegas has provided for us. Team props, Red Sox to bat in the 9th, sitting at yes, minus 135. And you look at the total hits for this game, they're dead even, over 8.5 at minus 110 for both these teams. When you look at player props to see how Vegas predicts how these pitchers are going to do, you see that Bello is projected to give up less earned runs in this game. Right now, this is a projection at the end of the day, and this is his first game. I do predict he's going to get hit pretty hard, hence why the total hits are the same for this game. Now, let's look at the AI Analyzer, guys. And before I go on to the next game I'm going to talk about briefly, the AI Analyzer gives a statistical advantage to the Mariners in this game. As you guys can see right here, OBP over the last 7 days, they lead. They lead in OPS, batting average, and slugging. Along with that, 2 walks per game. They are not striking out a lot. They're being very disciplined in the plate, which is fantastic, and they're stealing the bases a lot better in this game. For the pitching matchup altogether, right now, you got to factor in that Bello is pitching his first game again. Right? So the pitching stuff right here, right now, we have no data on Bello, but we do have it on the Mariners, and I give the edge to the Mariners. So Mariners is the play for today that I'm backing, guys. Now, second game that I'm going to cover briefly, guys, is Cubs versus Dodgers. Cubs, to me, is a solid play for today. Dodgers, as we mentioned in the beginning of the video, are sitting in the bottom of OPS. Not bottom 5, but in the bottom. Cubs are hot. They're home. They have the better pitcher in Manga, a lefty that pitches extremely well. I like him in this spot altogether. The line is telling, and you're catching them at plus 100. Now, that's not a game that I'm necessarily going to take 100%, but I am eyeing this game altogether. So that is it for today, guys. Mariners main play for today. I will be posting it on my Instagram once the full lineup is out, once we confirm, again, the pitcher. And from there, again, just take the play once you see that play. Share the show with a couple buddies. Leave a comment so you can enter tomorrow's giveaway, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.